You're listening to Millennials with Money, a podcast about the intricacies of an entitled generation. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Jose.
Your unofficial source of hot takes and weird stories straight from millennial urban America. This podcast is for our friend Alana, who's going to run the Disney Half Marathon.
Good job, Alana. In this episode, we're entitled to nostalgia porn. Why do we love a good throwback? We will discuss the surge in nostalgic content in all things entertainment, from Disney live-action reboots to the constant obsession with the 90s, and our fixation with feeling offline. Somehow all this hits millennials right in the feels. Our attempt to answering these questions and more coming up next.
What do you think about the new Lion King live-action remake?
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, of course, I saw the trailer and I felt very kind of goosebumpy about it.
Definitely, it happened to me too.
And of course, I had to share it with everybody, with you and with all our friends. But part of me is just like, man, like, do we really need another one? Do we want to, taint our
childhood?
Because it's risky territory.
Also, and this is a really important, do we really want to see Mufasa dying again? And this time
God.
with like an actual lion dying? I mean, do we really need that? Is that necessary?
Yes,
I mean,
in 3D.
But Zazu, John Oliver, yes. Excellent.
Beyonce.
And don't get me started. I'm so ready. You know what's going to happen because I feel it in my bones. She's going to release a version of Can't You Feel the Love Tonight, sung by her, and it's going to be amazing.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
Can you imagine Beyonce featuring Elton John, reunited, explosions happening?
That's Oscar right there. Sorry, Lady Gaga, move over, but but that's gonna happen.
Don't mess with Lady Gaga, Jose. I will fight you.
But yeah, when I saw the trailer, I was like I was very impressed with, I guess, the quality of it. Of course, Disney. But part of me was like, man, is this just going to be a complete and clone of the original frame, shot by shot? But
I think it's going to be an original clone. I mean, I'm guessing so, because that's what they've done with all the reboots. They're packaging up our childhood and then just being like, hey, real people are doing it. You don't have to be embarrassed about watching cartoons anymore.
Yeah.
Look, Emma Watson is Belle. You like Emma Watson. You saw her in Harry Potter for a gazillion hours on time.
Yeah, it's like, remember the thing you liked when you were a kid? Well, now it's coming back, and now you get to pay for it. It's not your parents anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you pay for your kids.
I'm paying voluntarily for this shit. My parents aren't I don't have to annoy anyone to take me to the movies. I'm taking myself to the movies, and I have to pay a lot of money for it.
Yeah, but that brings an interesting point about okay, it's coming back, and how much do we value as a generation originality versus feel good nostalgia content?
Oh dear God!
And then I just want to pick your brain about that, because I like to say that I'm all about originality, but of course
But you're going to see The Lion King.
Of course I will.
And the week that comes out, because I think we're all going to make a group plan, and then we're all going to hug each other when Mufasa dies, and we're all going to sing in the theater. It's that's going to happen. I mean, I know it. And I'm also I'm really picky about originality versus creativity, because we both like to write, and I feel that I'm seeing the same movies and the same TV shows over and over and over again, this rotten formula that keeps happening, but we're still paying for it. Am I going to see the remake of Sabrina? Yes. Am I going to see Grease live musicals and complain about Vanessa Hudgens being Rizzo? Yes. Am I going to see the new season of Will and Grace? Yes. Am I complaining because Friends hasn't reunited? Fortunately, no. How about you? What do you think?
Yes, I will. And it's even, sometimes they're even sneaky about these sort of reboots. Did you hear about the new kind of Office in space?
I did see it. I saw the teaser kind of thing. I have to say I'm really excited.
I guess this is not the 90s nostalgia, but it's kind of early 2000s nostalgia.
But because we're there, it's happening, Jose. It's 2019. Yeah. We're going to start living 2000s nostalgia. And I don't think I'm ready for it, because I think the 2000s were a year ago.
Sprinkled with some wokeness of anti-Trump rhetoric or whatever.
Oh dear God.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. But at the same time, I don't think as these remakes keep happening, there's less space for original content, which is why like TV, like artsy TV is such a big thing right now, like indies, like this really big thing right now. But I'm really concerned that there's no original content. And I've seen it like time and time again, how the franchises and now the universes and everything have completely taken over our, like what we see in our content, how we digest it. Like like people go to the movies and they don't see original content. They just see the reboot.
Are you sure about that?
Dude, I am absolutely sure. I'm going to break down the numbers for you. For 2018.
She's got numbers, guys.
I have numbers. Okay, so
yeah, bring 'em.
In 2018, the highest grossing films were the remake of Jumanji, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Incredibles 2, great one by the way, Edna Mode, love her, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Mission Impossible 6.
Oh my God.
The sixth one.
I know.
The sixth one.
I didn't know there were that many.
The Nun, which I think is basically the only one in this list that's not part of a universe or something.
Actually, no. I think The Nun is part of like the whole universe, like Conjuring series of.
Oh my God,
scary
are you serious?
Movies. Yeah.
What kind of movies do you watch, Jose?
I don't actually. I hate scary movies, but I know this because I watch.
Okay, so you're giving me. You're proving me right. The Nun, Venom, Tom Hardy, love him. The Grinch, and Aquaman. None of these movies are original content. They're all part of something that is destined to just suck our money out of us, and we're going to do it voluntarily.
Absolutely, yeah. But I mean, I think, you made a great point. Thank you for bringing those numbers, by the way. I think it's just, media companies know this. They know that nostalgia is like a deep, deep kind of human just driver of behavior.
Definitely, I agree.
Like, yeah, it's almost like hunger. It's almost like we love nostalgia.
And we love romanticizing the past. Like
it is.
Thank You Next video from Ariana Grande. Like she played into all of our hearts. I loved all the movies that she did. I loved Bring It On. I loved 13 Going on 30. I loved Clueless. Like and they're banking on it. Like they're banking on the feelings that it's generating in me. Yeah. And I know it and I'm aware of it and it annoys me, but I can't stop buying it.
Yeah. And just for the record, I want to make it clear that this podcast is also a reboot from a 1960s podcast called Baby Boomers with Money. But the difference is
also, you revealed our secret.
I know. The only difference is that Baby Boomers with Money was an all-men host,
Exactly, with two white men.
Yeah. Now we have two Latinos and a woman, so we're breaking ground here. But I think, maybe just to go back to the whole movies and stuff, and the question you were posing about originality, versus content that is derivative. I don't know if they're mutually exclusive. I don't think it's a question of either or. I think we're both. Everybody's kind of programmed to love this kind of
Definitely.
movies.
And I'm gonna pay for it. Like I'm gonna spend the $15 that cost the movie theater tickets. Then I'm gonna spend like the $15 for the popcorn and the Coke. And then I'm gonna sit for 2 hours and see something that's gonna make me happy.
Yep.
So why wouldn't we do things that make us happy?
Exactly.
We're gonna continue with some more nostalgia coming up next. Get ready to see the new movie you've definitely seen before. Heather was a small-town girl with big aspirations, and a job in New York City lands her in the company of her dreams with an arrogant but handsome CEO.
Wait, that's
Jose!
That's not the movie.
Wait, that's not the movie?
No. It goes something like this.
Whatever.
Mark is a father, husband, former CIA agent, and lawyer, in that order. But his troubled past with the Russian mafia is out to haunt him and his American dream. After the mafia kidnaps his precious daughter Megan, explosions ensue.
From the same people who brought you Reboot, Reboot the Reboot, and Reboot the Reboot Reloaded, Bruce Willis stars in Reboot the Reboot Reloaded, Part 2.
Give your money away on Memorial Day 2019. And don't forget to buy the mozzarella sticks. So one thing that, baby boomers love to say all the time, and they're super annoying about this, is like, back in my day, blank, right? So I'm sure you've heard this a few times. right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like back in my day, we didn't have Netflix. Back in my day, we didn't have hot showers.
By the way, I love your impression of a baby boomer. I think if you just like talk like that throughout the entire podcast, not only on this episode, but for the rest of them.
Back in my day, women stayed home and sat pretty.
Oh, that's my favorite, definitely.
Okay, and perhaps they're right. Perhaps there's a lot of cool technology nowadays. There's a lot of efficiencies, lots of, automation that makes our lives easier. And I've started to know, well, not starting, but there's also this kind of counterculture to this, which I like to call living the inconvenient lifestyle.
Okay.
I feel like our generation is kind of like, very fixated on like, just have like a digital cleanse and kind of stepping back and escaping this kind of...
Oh, and taking like inspirational pictures and mountains and kind of stuff. Yes, I'm definitely part of that group.
Yes, hiking. I don't know, yeah, just jump into piles of
fresh
leaves.
Air.
Fresh
I
air.
love it so much.
Exactly. So I was very interested. I was kind of reflecting that on my Uber back. That I was just like, hey, like it's very weird, like how we're the most like kind of digitally native generation, but at the same time we kind of crave not being that. We just want to go back and feel like, well, what would it be like if I just didn't listen to my music like whenever I wanted? What would it feel like if I had to stand up to change the record over and like really
what do street sounds sound like?
I know. So I feel like we're kind of obsessed with this idea of just going back, living like it's 1980 or something, or even before that, and just taking in the world and kind of disconnecting, right? And so I have a confession to make.
Oh my God, dun dun dun.
I'm a vinyl collector.
Of course you are. That shocks no one. Absolutely no one.
And I just want to kind of...
Guys, if you saw Jose, you would absolutely know that he's a vinyl collector.
Maybe one day I'll reveal myself to you. But apparently the vinyl industry, do you know, is a $9.8 billion industry.
Are you serious?
Yes.
In the 21st century?
In the 21st century. In 2019.
Oh my God. That is insane.
Actually, yeah, apparently it's like the 30-year... the sales they're on their 30-year high.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty
Jose,
crazy.
you have so much more people like you.
I know.
You are loved in this world.
Which means I'm now, after this, going to quit that hobby and find something new. I can't be like everybody else.
Exactly.
But I love the idea of vinyl because precisely that, this kind of idea of like, hey, I want to feel the music in my hands. I want to like feel the artwork. I want to like flip the thing over. I want to hear the dust of my house in the grooves of the record.
Guys, he's saying this with his eyes closed.
I know.
This is so poetic.
So it's all about an experience. And I think you and I know millennials are suckers for experiences. So,
yeah, definitely.
So what kind of experience do you like?
Oh my God.
Are you a farmer's market kind of girl?
No, I am not a I'm a very like fresh air kind of girl, but I'm not farmer's market, not vinyl, not nothing. I'm more of I'm going to stay at home, cuddled in experience kind of girl person.
How do you get your food then?
I go to the market and buy it like regular people.
A supermarket?
Yes, I go to like Trader Joe's and buy my food.
No, I did too. I just get my sausages from the farmer's market.
Oh my God, listen to yourself. I just get my sausages from the farmer's market.
Because I want to establish a relationship with my butcher. She's very nice. Her name is Karen.
Oh, wow, you have a female butcher. This show is so woke,
I don't know
guys.
if she's the butcher, but she sells the sausages to me. She's from Salisbury, Virginia.
Shout out to Karen.
Yeah.
Jose, so if you're a vinyl collector, and I'm pretty sure that you're one of those guys that loves like an anti-Wi-Fi cafe.
Yeah. No, but I'm the kind of guy who like I would just throw my phone like on purpose. I mean, I'm as addicted to my phone as I think anybody is. So I think I like the idea of not having internet just for like a peace of mind. But I'm really bad at it. So,
I'm very bad at it.
Yeah. And
I love my internet. I love Amazon. I'm sorry. I'm a victim of capitalism.
You love your Alexa. Well, your Echo, I guess.
I love my Alexa. And because when the robots come, she is going to save me.
Oh my God. Alexa just made a cameo
in Millennials with Money.
That's perfect. It just please. This was not a sound effect that we edited in. This is like the actual Alexa. I don't have one of those things. I have a Google one because my brother gave it to me for Christmas.
Okay.
And actually, I have to admit, I was very anti that, and now I see the convenience.
Of course, everybody that doesn't have a home assistant is obviously super against it, like, oh my god, I totally hate that. And then they have it, and it's amazing. I know the weather, I know my Spotify, I know my news. I leave my house, and I am informed, and I am happy.
Yeah, okay. I'm a total hypocrite. I think this segment should have just been called, like, Jose's a hypocrite, because I do also like to be like, okay, Google, play Billie Holiday or something.
Of course you're going to say Billie Holiday.
That's how I cook to Billie Holiday.
Okay, so I will ask you another question.
Please.
Books versus Kindle.
I'm pro Kindle.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God, we're gonna have a different confrontation.
So now I just broke, you thought I was a hipster, didn't you, listener? But no, I like my Kindle.
I love books. I have my Kindle, and I also have a Kindle.
Both. Okay.
I have both, yes. And I really appreciate the experience of sitting down with the book and just like touching the pages. And I know that you think that I'm super cliche, but I don't care about your opinion, Jose.
So so you love the experience, the smell, I would assume.
Yes, also, yes, new book smell, great.
Or old book smell,
great, love them.
Okay. Yeah, I, on the other hand, value the convenience of just having like 30 books in my pocket whenever I want it.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, I like that too, but I use my Kindle, and I will confess this to you and to our listeners, that I only have it for mostly like trashy lit.
Such as?
Let's
hear it.
Oh my God. I read 50 Shades of Grey before that, but I have a series called The Selection that I read all of it.
What's that?
Oh my God. Thank you for asking, Jose. It is a mix of The Bachelor meets The Hunger Games meets
what?
Princesses. It's amazing, and I read all 5 of them, and I'm not ashamed.
Damn.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about how I think that not only is it about inconvenience, but also about buying things that are vintage.
Yeah.
Or making things that can be vintage. Like, I know that you love your cameras, and I'm pretty sure that you have like a camera that's not really a camera, but can take a picture like a camera from the olden days.
Yeah. No. I have a digital camera that looks like a film camera.
Oh, of course you do.
But it's just because it looks nice.
Stop lying to me. I know that you bought it because you wanted to have something that looked a little bit vintage.
I did. But it's also a great camera. But yeah, so it's the whole vintage idea. And that is where I think our generation confuses a lot of people, because we're kind of a contradiction in itself. Like, we love our like dating as a commodity like this, like super like Tinder and all those things, and we also love like just going to, I don't know,
disconnecting completely
at Burning Man and like live in the desert for a few weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
I think with that said, Alexa, play the next ad, please.
What would you like to play next?
This episode of Millennials with Money is brought to you by Fear of Death. Fear of Death is the latest and greatest trend in motivating consumers to buy into retro crap that they don't need. Using Fear of Death is easy though. Simply choose a pop culture reference from the past 2 decades, and Fear of Death will do the rest. Your customers will,
yes, queen,
every step of the way. Watch as your product instills a sense of relevance back into their lives and drains their Venmo accounts into your pocket. Fear of Death. It just works. Since this is a podcast for an intelligent generation, we just want to recommend some things to cope with your entitlement. So, Charlie, what do you have for us this time?
I want to recommend you guys to read Michelle Obama's memoir, Becoming, because there's no nostalgia like Obama nostalgia when you live in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
And also, I want you guys to watch your favorite Disney movie just because you owe it to yourself. It's been a hard week, guys. We need to, be good.
Yep. And while you're doing that, while you're watching your favorite Disney movie, throw away your cell phone and pour yourself some cereal with some milk, I guess, if you're into that.
I don't eat my cereal with milk.
Of your favorite
Controversy.
Oh, your favorite childhood cereal. For me, it's Frosted Flakes. Although I hear the Oreo cereal is coming back, well, that would be a solid option as well.
Of course, because nostalgia.
Of course. And I want to make it clear that I'm a Radiohead fan from the get-go, so you know who I am. So you can start imagining me in your heads. I wanna recommend the album 1998. The 1988 album OK Computer, their masterpiece.
Oh my
which
God.
It's essentially about the same problems that we have. It's about
Jose, you're such a millennial cliche.
I know. It's about a world that is just changing too fast, moving too fast, and you just feel kind of disconnected from it all. It's about that. So listen to it on vinyl if you can.
Oh my God. Okay, guys. Thank you for listening to Millennials with Money. If you like what you heard, please rate us and review us and make sure to subscribe on your podcatcher of choice. Please do join us next time where we'll talk about how we are systematic murderers. Yes, guys, you heard it here first. We've murdered everything from napkins to divorce and even the housing market. In the next episode, millennials are entitled to killing industries. Find out why and how our shameless generation is destroying antiquated business models one right after the other.
Wait, what's a napkin?
It's like a paper towel, but smaller and less effective.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Well, I'm Jose.
And I'm Charlie. And we'll see you next time. We can say that at the same time.
Okay, cool.